Whoosh! Gentlemen and ladies, my name is Chaz, and welcome back to part 2 of What If Infinity Lord Hearn was in My Hero Academia. And Infinity Lord his full name is Infinity Lord Chaz, so he's an alternate version of me, just to clarify that up. So, yeah. He's basically what's that other character? I forgot his name. The Freakazoid or anything? The Freakazoid.
Here is some information about...
So, this guy, where he used to be a nerd, but then he got transported into cyberspace thing. Well, after I made the video thing, I basically, yeah. And then I realized that it felt like the same thing. But, yeah. But mine has the infinity and zero power, so he's excited. So now where we left off, he did tell Zuko that he's famous in his world, and so many people made a what ifs, and he did tell Inko, and that made her happy that the people from an alternate universe was, yeah. So the next day he shows up to Class 1A, as he's so excited. And then that, his excitement is over 9,000. And, yeah, he still is in love with Toga. And she became Class 1B student. But she still has basically a similar to, she actually, she's still in love with him. And plus, she's no longer, getting consumed by her own insanity, her crazy self. So, but they still talk, and they still, hang out. And plus Infinity Lord had a phone that's, connects to any alternate universe thing. So, he still is connected to his universe. So, when he shows the video of the what if Deku became a Gigantic Leviathan, Toga Hun's as Infinity Lord and her starts laughing and during lunch, and as they're man, those two, or everyone else looks at them like they're crazy. Yeah. As he shows the video to, see? And Zuko's yeah. As he's still, a little bit shocked. And he does meet, so when he, that was before, way before class started. Or before school started, so. But then he was in Class 1A. The Toga went to Class 1B. And they were there early, super early. like, before everyone, he was just chilling. Chilling out. And so he does visit Mr. Aizawa, and he says, man, as he starts like visiting with Mr. Aizawa when he was trying to sleep, or not trying to sleep, but he was like awake. He was like, huh. So you're saying that Zuko is more famous on your world than in this world? He's just a student at this, but he's more famous in my world than anyone. Plus, I'll tell you what will happen after. So then the classmate shows up as he turns, and he sees Tenya walks in. Wow. Are you Tenya Ida? Yes, I am. As he thought he was. I was like, it's an honor to meet you. And yeah, I'm a little bit excited to learn with all of you. As he sees like Momo, Mina, Invisible Girl, the other ones. And yeah. And he did tell his own, and so he's so excited to work with them. And plus Grapefruit I'm not like taking away anyone or bumping them down to class 1B for like adding, so I added, so yeah. He had a lot of students. And yeah. So he wants to, as he says, you must be Momo, right? It's an honor to meet someone with creation quirk. And she's like, man. And you're kind of ringing me out sometimes. Or actually, he's like, I haven't really gave you my name. No, I came from an alternate universe to answer that question. And many people are actually, everyone really likes all of you. Some people even crazy thoughts about all of you. Like how so? As one student says, well, one is I believe that some of them even gives you, or some give like the rest like nicknames, like as Infinity Lord says the name, like Frog Girls, Froggy. Yeah. And then he points to the tape guy. this guy right here. And he says, Tape Boy, right? That's what most people call, or in my world. And then he looks over at Human Pikachu thing, and he says to him, "You're the Human Pikachu." Oh. So they're like, whoa. So then they do their classes like normally. And he's so excited to... So he runs around. And he's faster than Tenya's. And plus, Nezu gave him the... like a free pass because he's in an alternate one, or Zuko, or infant. Oh my goodness, I'm having like mental breakdown or something because I keep saying Nezu or Zuko, and so yeah. So, yeah. This is what happens when you make too many What If Zuko's videos. You start saying Zuko a lot. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, Infinity Lord, Ern, did tell Nezu that, man, Nezu, you're the most okay person, and no one, because so then Infinity, I almost said Zuko again. I don't know why. Maybe I'm in I need to make some other what ifs instead of Zuko constantly. So yeah. So, Infinity Lord Hearn got a free pass on because he's an alternate one. And so, as he looks over, like after school, he does look over at Mushroom Girl. Well, and man, every single one of as he's so excited that he can't even talk right. And he does meet All Might. He needs buffed up for him. And he says, "You must be All Might. I heard so much about you. As I know the secret of name that you've been hiding." As All Might thought, does he know about One for All? As he says, as Zuko says, or no, actually Infinity Lord says, let's see. As Zuko, man, the villain really did bust your side up, huh? That's a major secret right there. As All Might's like, oh, whoa. So, here. I'm friendliest person. As Infinity Lord puts his hand on All Might, his chest, and when it activated, it turned All Might from it basically resets his entire body all the way to his prime. So basically, All Might is now back to he has no limit. Now he doesn't have a timer. anymore. So, yeah, because wow, I really need to stop just saying Zuko a lot. So, yeah, I think I said it about 103 times per week. So, yeah. So Zuko, Zuko was impressed that All Might, or that Infinity Lord fixed All Might's wound. And yeah, so, and he's like, so then a couple days later, time skip, so he still hangs around with like Zuko and Toga and Class 1A team. And when Class 1B met Infinity Lord, he knew some of them. Like, he knew Mushroom Girl. That's his, as he did tell her that that's actually her nickname. That because he says this. I really like the friends that are, I see the best people, or best people. So, yeah. And, yeah, so then he turns to look at I'm trying to find that stupid image of not Mushroom Head, I forget his name, or the guy that goes, or has brain control, or brainwash guy. As he looks at him, and he says, "So you must be the brainwashing guy, huh?" Or brainwash. That's what your quirk is, right? Yes. Yes. How did you know who I was? Or what's my quirk is? Well, as they thought he was gonna get brainwashed because he answered the question, but nope. He says, you're her. I know that you could probably take on any tough person, but if they were simple-minded ones, if they answered your question or answered you, like you could take over Bakugo and make Bakugo your servant, and if as Bakugo's all upset, like, why? As the brain dude says, or actually he knew what he meant, like he says, calm down, Bakugo, he's just using you as example. Yeah, I was. So then Zuko, who is kind of went, hey, as Zuko, or as Infinity Lord walks up and he says, hey, take a guy or an expert on split personality things. See, I have to focus on one task at a one. Okay? So, Yeah. So then he does meet Todoroki before, and he says, "It's an honor to meet you, Todoroki." And I heard from my alternate universe, Earth, and most of you are probably thinking that I'm a liar, so as he sticks his arm out, as he opens the portal, I don't know, with just his hand, as he opens it, and they literally could see our world, like our real life world. And they're like, "Oh, yeah." So every single, yeah. So then so they're like, okay. So they thought he was lying to them, but then after after he showed like what he came from, he was like, "Holy crud!" Yeah. So, and yeah, the I so if I was or so Infinity Lord says in he there's plenty of like outfits, as he does like get his own super suit thing that he made, custom made, that can handle powers of infinity and zero and every other power, every other quirk. Like basically he could run super fast. Bakugo can't even explode it without. Yeah. So he's like, "How do I look?" And he says, "You look more good." And plus on my arm or on my shoulders things actually changes. Depends on my self. Like, because I use, yeah. So Infinity says, or Infinity Lord says, I have both personality things. So, yeah. So then, yeah. So, yeah. So then, yeah. So then they go to Uwit, or actually, is the next day, as he says to Mr. Ozawa, is the next day the USJ trip? Yeah. And Mr. Ozawa says, yeah. So, can I go to there first before? Because I have a suspicion that and that would be, well, a bunch of villains will probably show up as he says it loud enough for Mr. Ozawa to hear. Ooh, so you're saying villains will attack USJ? Yeah. They will ambush us, and it happens in so many of the alternate versions. There could be many alternate forms or ways of, yeah. So then they're like, they thought he was lying, but then, or actually they were like, or he shows the video of a portal opens up and villains coming out, and the as Infinity Lord looks away, there's also one other thing. As they see villains coming out one by one and two by two. So Zuko, or so the Infinity Lord says this about, well, there's also, where's Music Mike, first of all. So let's say it was after school, and Music Mike was there, and he says, okay, can you both, like, sit down? Sure. And Zuko, or Infinity Lord, sorry, I kept saying Zuko, but Infinity Lord sat down with them and said, I know that this is a spoilers ahead, just to be safe for all of you that's watching this video. Spoilers ahead. As Infinity Lord says, this is going to be, so Cloud Boy, your friend, and the one, as they knew what he was saying, their friend that died, Zuko, or Infinity Lord, I meant Infinity Lord, not Zuko. I need to stop making the videos of Zuko. I need to make, like, Mumu or some other character, like adding. So, yeah. So Zuko, or no. So Infinity Lord says the Kirigiri that's in that video, or the villain that produces that purple, like, vortex looking thing. His name's Kirigiri. But he's also a Nomu. The Nomus is these, there's low tier ones that are dumb and they don't think for themselves. But then there's higher ones like Kirigiri that have intelligence. And Kirigiri is I will tell you who Kirigiri really is. Is your friend, the Cloud Boy. The Cloud Boy. The one that... And when Mr. Aizawa heard what the Kirigiri was, or who Kirigiri, that Nomu was, his dead friend, and became as their shock. And Mr. Aizawa, or Music Mike, and Mr. Aizawa could see that they could see my character has like a dead looking face thing of him being super, like, you know, the super mad or face, like super calm face so you're saying the villain transformed our friend into a villain and into a Nomu? Yes. And who's the one that's responsible? the Quirk Doctor. As he shows the picture of what the Quirk Doctor looks like. And and we have to, or you pro heroes have to stop him from putting All for One's quirk inside Shiraki-sen's body. What do you mean? And yeah, Shiraki-sen is a thing about, like, sorry about, give me 1 minute to, so, sorry about that. And so now, Zuko, or, so, hold on, just need 1 minute, so, and this is little hung enough, so, peace out, y'all, peace, and,